Good morning, everyone. This is Mary coming to you from outside Mountain View Country Club. We're having yoga on the grass this morning. I'm happy that you're able to join me. We are part of the Desert View Fitness staff, and we're bringing you class this morning. So go ahead and grab your mats and come on back. We've got a little yoga practice for you. So just take a moment, grab your mats, and we're going to start off in a reclined position. So we're going to recline back on our back. And this morning, hopefully you'll be able to hear the birds chirping. Just allow your feet to fall apart. The backs of your hands fall to the earth. Let your shoulders melt into the earth. And with everything that's going on today, quiet your mind. Just focus on the energy that the birds are giving you, the happy vibes they're sending out this morning, the sunshine. Draw energy up from the earth as you rest. And start to focus on your breath, deeply breathing into your belly, pausing and then exhaling all of that stale air out through your mouth. So again, find that generous inhale and exhale. One more time, just a nice, beautiful inhale and exhale. Taking a moment here to maybe set an intention for your practice. And perhaps the intention we set today is just for gratitude. Gratitude for the sunshine, the birds, the beautiful breeze that's blowing, the green grass, our family, our friends, and our health. So with your next inhale, draw your right knee into your chest. That's my left knee. Drawing your right knee into your chest. Maybe circling your ankles, pointing and flexing your toes, and just breathing here. So your other leg is active, pressing down to the earth. With your next inhale, hold on with your right hand and allow your leg to fall open to the side body. Using your left hand to secure your hip to the earth so that you don't roll open, just allow your hip to open and breathe into those hip spaces. One more beautiful long inhale and exhale, drawing your knee to the center. Your left hand takes your right knee and you twist to the left side body as you reach your right arm long. Maybe take your gaze to your right fingertips. And again, be active and engaged in your long leg. Finding those breaths. Coming back to the center. Pull your right knee in closer to your chest as you lengthen your leg, finding a big stretch in your hamstring. For some of us, we can reach our foot. Maybe you can hold on to your calf. Maybe you just hold on to the back of your leg. Whatever feels good to you this morning. Finding that nice hamstring stretch up the back side of your leg. Taking a couple more breaths here as we just enjoy that stretch. Then bending your knee. Take your right foot to the crease of your hip on the left leg and allow your knee to fall open. So again, we're opening our hips, feeling that stretch. Just breathing here. Then drawing the sole of your left foot in close to your bottom, finding that figure 4 stretch. And if that's too intense with your foot close to your hip, maybe release your foot up your thigh and just hold that figure four stretch there. So again, we're finding that hip opening. Just breathe into that stretch. I should have thought to wear sunblock. But here we go. Let's just reach through your figure four for the back of your left thigh and draw your legs in a little closer to your chest. Feeling a deep stretch in your piriformis. So down here in your bottom, you'll feel that stretch in your hip. For anybody who's looking for a deeper stretch, feel free to lengthen your leg and pull your legs in close to your chest. And if that doesn't speak to you this morning, stay right here. This is perfectly fine. Allowing your left foot to come to the earth, hands come to your side body. With your next inhale, raise your hips up for a figure four bridge. Hips are open. Then exhale as you roll down. Each vertebra touches the earth. Uncrossing your leg, draw both knees into your chest. Leaving your head, neck, and shoulders on the earth. Just draw your knees in close to your chest. Inhaling, and as you exhale, take your right leg long as you draw your left knee into your chest. Just holding it in there. Maybe you circle that ankle, point and flex your toes, finding a little bit of movement and mobility in your ankle and foot. With your next inhale, allow your left hip to open, securing your right hip on the earth. Lengthen your right leg, engage your right side body. Following your breath, generous inhales and exhales. With your next inhale, draw your left knee to the center. Right hand takes your left knee as you twist. Your gaze goes over your left fingertips, finding that twist in your spine. And again, practice those generous inhales and exhales. So our twisting is always good for digestion. We're massaging those internal organs. Inhaling back to center, drawing your left knee a little closer into your chest, opening your hips. And as you breathe, continue to lengthen your legs, sole of your foot to the sky. And again, for some of us, maybe your hamstrings are tighter and maybe this is going to be what calls you this morning. Wherever your flexibility takes you is where you go. From here, we bend our knee and draw your foot in close to the crease in your hip at the top of your leg. And just open your leg, opening your hip, and again, breathing in. Find those generous inhales, expand your ribs, your belly, and blow all that air out. From here, we draw the sole of our foot in close to our bottom. And again, if this figure four is too much, just let your foot come up your thigh a little. You can use your left hand to open your hip a little. Maybe we haven't been exercising in much and everything has been a little tight because we've been sitting. Then reaching through your figure four for the back of your right thigh, draw your legs in closer. And feel the stretch in your piriformis, so in your left hip. And again, people seeking a deeper stretch, feel free to lengthen your legs, draw everything in close to your chest. And that is just an option for us. Sole of the right foot releases to the earth, hands come to your side body, palms are down. And we lift our hips up, finding a figure 4 bridge. Breathing here. And rolling down one vertebra at a time. Uncross your legs, draw both knees into your chest. Finding that good morning stretch, lengthen your arms long as if you were laying in bed, and let a little rainbow arc come to your low back. As you exhale, push your low back to the earth and draw both knees into your chest. Again, inhale, lengthen your arms, arch that low back off the floor, and then exhale, use your abdominal strength, push your low back to the floor, and draw your knees into your chest. And one last time, good morning stretch, inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, draw your knees into your chest, this time lifting your nose towards your knees, tucking yourself in a tiny little ball. Very nice. Again, we lengthen our body. This time, finding banana pose, walk your feet to the right and your arms to the right. Finding yourself in a banana shape. Now, if that's uncomfortable, with your shoulders resting on the earth, maybe you just bend your arms and reach for opposite elbows. So this is lateral flexion. We're opening our side body. Inhaling back to the center, and as you exhale, walk your feet to the left and your arms to the left. Shoulders remain on the earth. Opening that side body, feel that long stretch through your side body here. Very nice. And then we come back to the center, draw those knees into your chest, knees to the nose. And then beginning to rock a little, finding that low back massage. As we round ourselves up to a seated position, lengthening your legs long in front of you, inhaling, reaching up, and exhaling, folding forward. Now it's still early. If your hamstrings are tight, please bend your knees, and then your chest easily falls towards your thighs. Finding a nice stretch here for your hamstrings and your low back. If your legs can remain straight, feel free to lengthen your body. Then rolling up slowly, drawing your feet in and lifting, finding our boat pose. Holding on here if you need to, or maybe you reach one arm forward. Maybe you can reach both arms forward. Use your core strength here. Reach your arms forward. From here, let's work on building our core just a little. So we're in our boat. Lower and find your canoe. Sit back up to your boat. Find your canoe and back up to your boat. And one more time because we can. Lengthen and come back up. Very nice. Crossing at the ankles, rolling forward, coming to tabletop. So tabletop finds us with our hands below our shoulders. Our knees are right below our hips. Press into the top of your feet so your legs are active. Sure you're hearing the noise from the truck. Right here, tabletop. Finding a few cat-cows. So inhaling, looking up. And as we exhale, one vertebra at a time, head comes down, we round up through our spine, exhaling, inhale back up, and exhale. So following your breath, work through tabletop. Inhale and exhale. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. Pushing back to child's pose. Your bottom reaches back for your heels. Your arms reach long. Your head comes to the earth. So finding a little flow here. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes, push up into downward facing dog. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, push back downward, child's pose. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes, push up into downward facing dog. Just a little bit of movement, bringing that heart rate up. Inhale to tabletop. And exhale, push back, child's pose. Lengthening your arms. Something different. We inhale to tabletop. Exhale, push your hips forward. Look forward. Find tabletop and then push back. So just finding a little different movement in your spine, looking for spinal extension instead of flexion, tabletop, and drop those hips forward, upward facing dog. And one more time. To tabletop, push back child's pose. Inhale to tabletop, and exhale, push your hips forward, upward facing dog. And back to a neutral tabletop. Extending your right leg back, finding spinal balance or bird dog, working our core strength. When you feel balanced, hips are square to the earth, starfish your fingers. That just means spread them nice and wide in that big five. Reach your arm forward like you're going to shake someone's hand. And find your balance here. Maybe you shake a little. Shaking is okay. We're building our strength. Inhale to lengthen your body. Exhale, draw your elbow to your knee, round through your spine in that cat spine. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. You got it. And inhale to lengthen. Very nice. Hand comes down. Bend the sole of your foot. Sole of your foot comes to the sky. Take your hand, see if you can reach back and touch your foot. And then we're just going to lengthen. We're going to try to reach back and tap our foot. And lengthen. And one more time, reach back, tap, and lengthen. This time as you reach back, see if you can grab your foot and find tiger pose. Holding there and breathing. Opening up the front of your hip. And release slowly. And down we go. Very nice. Push back, find child's pose. And we'll do the other side. To tabletop. Press your left leg back. Press into your hands. Find that strong foundation, and when you're ready, feel free to shake the hand with the right hand, reaching forward, palm is to the sky. Find your balance. Inhale to lengthen your body. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Knee to elbow. Inhale and exhale. Take it long, hold. Hand comes down. Bend the knee, sole of the foot to the sky. Reach forward again, find your balance. Your right hand reaches to tap your left foot and lengthen. Tap, reach back and lengthen. Third time is a charm. We reach, and this time we reach and see if we can grab our foot and find tiger pose. And release. Knees come down, toes come together, finding child's pose. Lengthening your arms. This is a resting pose. Come back to your breath. So beginning again from child's pose. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes, push up, find downward facing dog. And as we haven't done too many downward facing dogs today, maybe you walk the dog. So all that means is you lift alternate heels. Your hips are high to the sky. You pedal your heels out with your goal being to push your heels to the earth. Your head is right between your biceps. Maybe you shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Say goodbye to the truck. Very nice. From here, walking your hands towards your feet. Reaching for opposite elbows, finding ragdoll. So just letting your body hang heavy. Now, if you're someone challenged with vertigo, please keep your head at heart level here. You can just stay there or hang in ragdoll, stretching the back side of your body. Very nice. Releasing your hands to the earth, roll up slowly. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And reverse swan dive all the way up to the top, drawing your hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up for the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walking out, finding a high plank or a modified plank. Some of us may need to modify here. Exhale, lower down, hugging your elbows in close to your ribs. From here, drawing your elbows underneath your shoulders, finding Sphinx pose. Take your feet about the width of your mat. And just find a little mini back bend here. So feel free to tell your family you did a back bend today. Just looking forward, open your chest. Very nice. Release down. Draw your hands below your shoulders. Tuck your toes or leave your knees down. Let's start there. Since it's early for all of us, press up into that push-up. Tuck your toes, push back, downward facing dog. Looking forward, walk your feet forward to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive all the way up to the top. Hands tap. Exhale. Drawing your hands to heart center, Tadasana mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. One breath, one movement. Exhale, fold. Step back, find high plank. Drop to your knees if you need to. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Taking a moment here, find your breath. That always raises our heart rate. Looking forward between your hands. Walk tippy toe, hips go high. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center, mountain pose. Inhale, reach up, look up. Enjoy the beautiful sunlight. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back, find your high plank or drop to your knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Taking a moment here. Very nice. Center your right foot. Lift your left leg up. Find three-legged down dog. Step through with your left foot. Finding a low lunge. Drop your back knee. Top of your foot goes to the earth. From here, hands come to your knee, lift your chest. Nice, proud chest. If you feel stable here, feel free to reach your arms up. Finding that opening and stretch in your hip. Release your hands down. Clasp your hands behind your bottom. Open your chest. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands come to the earth. Shift your weight back, lifting your toes, hamstring stretch. So we all again have different flexibility here. Feel free to drape your torso over your thigh. Maybe this is as far as you can go today, and that's perfectly fine. Feel the hamstring stretch up the back of your leg. Then shifting our weight back forward, tuck your back toes and see if you can lift your leg. Pressing into the earth with your hands, draw your foot back, find that high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Find your breath. That always gets us breathing a little harder. Center your left toes and lift your right leg high. Drawing your right knee through. Drop your back knee and the top of your back foot come to the earth. Coming to your fingertips and bringing your hands to your knee if you're able. Staying here, or feel free to reach your arms up. In a low lunge. Releasing your hands behind your back, clasping them behind your bottom, open your chest. Opening your heart center. Releasing your hands, reaching up. Exhale, hands come to the earth. Shift your weight back, find that hamstring stretch. And again, as you're able, drop your chest towards your thigh. Whatever feels good to you. Shifting your weight forward again. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, Hands firmly placed down. Step back, find your high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Come back to your breath here. Downward dog is a resting pose. So centering your right toes, left leg lifts. This time bend your knee and allow your left foot to drop so that if you look under your arm, you can see your left foot. You're finding an opening stretch through the left side of your body. Very nice. Coming back to that three-legged down dog. As you draw your knee in, step to the outside of your left foot. So bringing your foot to the outer edge of your mat for lizard pose. Drop your back knee. Toes come down. So you can either stay here with arms long. You can bend your elbows and bring your elbows down to the earth to really work on opening your hip. And again, if that doesn't call you this morning, stay right here. That is perfectly fine. So your left foot is on the outer edge of your mat. Just feel free to move that hip around a little. Open it up. Tucking your back toes, lift up, and just step back, finding that high plank. Again, drop your knees if you need to. Exhale low. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, down dog. Very nice. So this time we're just going to center our left toes. We're going to reach our right leg up in a three-legged down dog. Bending your knee and opening your hip. Look under your arm and see if you can see your foot. Feel that big stretch across your side body. Coming back to the center, three-legged down dog. Drawing your knee in as you step your right foot to the outer edge of your mat, finding lizard pose. Feel free to drop your left knee to the earth. Tops of your toes come to the earth. From here, you can come to your elbows if that's available to you. Otherwise, stay up here. Wherever you can go, just feel that opening and stretch in your hips. Very nice. One more breath here. We come back up. Press in to your left toes, lifting your back knee, and step back. Find your high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And again, calm your breath here. So we're going to center our right foot, left leg lifts, and we're just going to draw it through, step through to a low lunge. Spin your back heel down and draw your body up, finding warrior one. So in warrior one, your hips are square to the front. Your back heel is down. Arms can be raised or they can be at your hips. Opening to warrior two. So open your hips square. Take your gaze out over your front fingers. And as you look down, your knee is right over your ankle. If you find your knee is turned in, think about externally rotating from the hip to open your knee more. Find an inhale to lengthen. As you exhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up. Inhale here to lengthen. As you exhale, windmill forward. Arm to the thigh. Your other arm reaches long overhead. So right arm reaches long overhead. Side angle. Inhale back to warrior two. Straightening your front leg. Reach your body forward, finding triangle. So in triangle, remember we stay between two panes of glass. So our hips are stacked on top of each other. Very nice. And coming back, sinking into your warrior two. Turning all 10 toes forward. Hands come to your hip. Hinge forward from the hip. And hands come to the earth, finding wide angle forward fold. So stretching the back of your legs. Centering your right hand below your nose. Think about squeezing and drawing your inside thighs together. Push into your hand and rotate without moving your hips. Reaching up. Then releasing. Left hand comes below your nose. Push into the earth. Work through your shoulders. Squeeze your inside thighs and reach up. Very nice. And releasing down to the earth. Hands come to your hips. Squeeze your inside thighs together. Tighten your core. Lift up. From here, turn your left toes those are your right toes. Turn your right toes back. Foot is down. And bring your hips forward, finding warrior one. So arms reach long overhead. And if that's not comfortable for you, please stay here. Hips are square to the front. From here, we find our warrior two. Arms reach long. Check to see if your knee is tracking out over your second toe. Find an inhale to lengthen your body. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale to lengthen. And as you windmill your arms, coming forward, finding side angle. Inhaling back to warrior two. Arms long, straightening your front leg. From here, shift your weight forward, reaching. Arm windmills down. Hips are stacked. Chest is open, triangle. So staying between those two panes of glass. With your next inhale, we'll just bring it back up and sink into your front knee for warrior two. Coming back to the center. Hands come to your hips. Just walk your feet in as they come together. Let's practice a balance pose, and since we're out here with nature, let's try tree. So placing all your weight on your right foot, open up your left hip and just bring it either to your calf. Maybe you know your balance isn't so good. Maybe you bring it to your right, to the ankle. I think I said hip. I don't know anatomy. And then you come to here. Maybe you can come all the way up. find your tree pose. Squeeze your foot into your calf or your thigh. If you can, raise your branches and see what the wind does for you as it blows your tree. Can you keep your balance? Woo, the wind's blowing. Good job. Then slowly we come out of it. Down we come. Very nice. So let's find tree on the other side. First, just find that kickstand and open it up. And maybe for you today, this is it. Maybe you need that kickstand on the ground, so you leave your foot there. Maybe you can bring your foot to your ankle. That's great. Maybe you can come a little higher to your calf. Please not on your knee. We don't want that foot pushing on the knee, pushing it out. That will not feel good. Or you can bring it all the way up. So find that level. Which one is calling you this morning? Then reach your branches to the sky. And let the wind wave your branches. See if you can still balance. Squeeze. Good work. Very nice. Hands come to heart center and we release our foot down. Nice and easy. Very nice work, everyone. So let's come to the front of our mat. So let's inhale and raise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back, find your high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Coming to tabletop. Take your left leg as a kickstand to the side, and we're just going to open up and find gate pose, a modification. And then feel free to raise your leg for modified half moon. Good. Squeezing those glutes and releasing down to the ground. We'll just take the other leg to a kickstand. Sorry for the view. Extend your leg long and reach overhead. Then finding that modified half moon, lift up. And bringing it back to the center. Pushing back, finding your child's pose. And rolling it up slowly, crossing at the ankles, extending your legs long, and finding that yogi sit-up. As we roll down slowly, one vertebra at a time, finding each vertebra touching the ground. So from a reclined position, draw your right knee into your chest. Just finding those last final stretches. Left side is engaged. Reaching for your foot with your right hand. Find half of a happy baby. So opening up your hips. Hips should be nice and open after our practice today. From here, just one more twist. Left hand grabs your right knee, twist to the side. Nice and easy twist. Just a couple breaths, taking your gaze over your right fingers. Coming back to the center. Draw your left knee in to meet the right. As the right leg goes long, hold that knee to the chest. Your left hand reaches for your left foot as you find half of a happy baby. Right hip secured to the earth. And from here, your right hand takes your left knee, you twist. One last spinal twist. And then coming back to the center. Extending both legs long. Coming into our final resting Savasana. Backs of your hands to the earth. Let your body rest heavy. Your legs are slightly separated. Feet fall apart. Feel your body just melt into the earth, filled with relaxation after this time we've spent together this morning. And maybe as you rest here, come back to that intention of gratitude. Just being thankful for the sunshine, the cool breeze, the birds that are chirping, our family, our friends, and the beautiful place that we live. So again, breathing deeply into your belly with your inhale, pausing, and exhaling, pushing all that air out. So Shavasana is one of the hardest poses there is because our goal is total stillness. So no wiggling of toes, no wiggling of fingers, just total relaxation. Taking a moment here to just enjoy the silence. And when you are ready, just bring a little bit of movement back to your body. Maybe you wiggle your fingers, your toes. And then slowly moving to your right side or your left side as you draw your knees in. Moving slowly so you don't become dizzy. Then helping yourself up to a seated position in Sukhasana, cross-legged. And if that doesn't feel comfortable to you, wherever you feel comfortable, sitting up nice and tall, just taking a few more moments here. I thank you for inviting me into your homes today. Let's inhale, reach up. And exhale, draw your hands to heart center. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw your hands to heart center. The light and energy in me honors the light and energy in you. Namaste.